Hey, there's a push for skilled labor when there's still an overwhelming demand for college graduates with respect to skilled labor workforce. How do you think the college opportunity further benefits most students? First and foremost, I want to say that opportunity is opportunity. The only thing I think people shouldn't do is nothing. So anytime you have a chance or opportunity to do something, that's something that's eligible for you to be doing. So, like you said, there's a push for skilled labor. So I do hear at HVAC. I heard they said the guy, the founder, CEO of NVIDIA was saying that the new millionaires are going to be the plumbers, the HVAC, the welders. Yeah, that's because he plans on hoping there's a lot of people available to build the data centers to power AI. And that's kind of like the railroad. When the railroad came, yeah, for a little bit, there was a sale of, hey, you can make a lot of money going out to build railroads, but it also put people building railroads in areas where there was nothing else. So the lifestyle that they lived to build those railroads wasn't the premium. So same thing with HVAC, plumbing, electricity. We need those skills. Let me not get this wrong. Those skills are extremely valuable if you have a passion for building, if you have relatives and you have the opportunity to gain that skill set, and that's one of the opportunities you have. Take advantage of it and go get that. Especially if it ends up being something you're passionate about, and that's something that you can use to feed your family, do that 100%. I think that's what I want to definitely get across. But then when it comes to the college opportunity, I hear a lot of statements like things where people are saying like, you don't need college, and college doesn't do this, and a degree. Man, most jobs, the high paying jobs, skilled jobs that are still needed, even with AI, the people operating AI, the managers of AI, implementing AI, the majority of those people are going to need degrees, or the companies are hiring people who have degrees, because we fail to realize that the degree is one form of validation, one form of figuring out where the bar is, what it's like a measuring stick. So if you have went and got a degree, I know that you have a certificate of completion. You have met the requirements that are outlined for a certain program, and you were able to stick with it, complete it, and do it. So with that being said, it's like that's always a tool set and a thing that you can leverage and use. If you look behind me, I have two of them. One from the University of Texas and one from Prairie View A&M University. Business major at Prairie View, and then technology commercialization masters from the University of Texas McCombs School of Business. Uh, and those have been tools that I can use to get in certain rooms and to kind of position myself above other people when it's time to make a decision on who should take certain roles. It's just another leverage. It's like another belt that I have when I go into the marketplace to get a job or to sell services. Is something I can use. The other value of this college, of these degrees, is the network and the people that went to those schools and the conversations you can make. So even if right now you don't need a degree, the people who are in power or in place that can create opportunities and do stuff right now in present time did go to certain universities and do have those connections. So if you have went to Prairie View, when you get in the marketplace, or if you're out networking, if there's somebody who went to PV, if it's somebody who was from the SWAC, like TSU or Grambling, that's a conversation and starter point. Any HBCU, like these create bonds and create kinsmanship. So when you're doing networking, it's more organic and it's right there for you. So along with the networking, along with having that tool belt, adding something to your tool belt, it's just about the experience, the experience of getting out there, and a lot of times figuring out how to do things on your own, getting out of home. A lot of times we look at, I know there's also this thought where people like, in other cultures, they let their kids stay at home. Yeah, that's other cultures. In our culture, we need opportunities to get kids out, because the home is we haven't came from a place where the home has that type of system built in. So staying at home in a system that's not built in of going to work every day, saving, being able to save up to get a home, getting your credit straight, that doesn't help just being at home. So no, just letting somebody stay home, that doesn't help. It's about, for us, we got to kind of put our people out there, and college is a safe place to push your kid out of the nest because it's somewhat like an incubator. It's going to, you have a place to stay. You're on your own, but you're not exactly on your own, or you're on your own, but you got a lot of other people who are on their own around you. So collectively, you all can figure it out. That's the value of college. It didn't just prepare me for work, it prepared me for the world. I was able to kind of pick up those skills where I gotta wash my own clothes, I gotta figure out how to eat, I gotta clean my place, I gotta manage my time, because I'm away from home. And when you're at home, you can kind of get in that crutch. You don't, you can kind of be lax and don't realize that. So college is not just about saying I got the degree. And like I said, there's opportunities out there where you don't need degrees, but there's still plenty of opportunities where you need them. So if you have the opportunity to go to college, then that should be an option that you should look into. Because again, the only option I think people should say no to is doing nothing. And a lot of times we're talking about people coming out of high school trying to figure out what's the next step after they graduate high school. Maybe you graduate and you don't know what next step you have. These are options that you could take. And college, the opportunity to go to college is easier, I think, today uh, than maybe it has been. I know there's plenty of opportunities to get into college for free or get financial aid or get it paid for. It's all about how you prepare when you're in high school as a kid, whether that's your test scores, whether that's your grades, applying early, leveraging the things that are you. Like, was there something that you was really interested in? Did you, it doesn't have to be sports, but it can be sports as a gateway to get to college, whether that's a big time school or a small school. If you can get college paid for, that's great. Places like Stanford, if you got top grades, if you get into Stanford, and your parents make combined under 100,000, 100 something thousand dollars a year, they pay for tuition. So a lot of times it's not about you don't have access. Maybe you didn't do the steps to get that access. So sometimes a parent, we got to learn early of like, okay, we need to get our kids in this program. We need to be stay on top of the grades, because that can create the opportunity to go to college, which is still a great opportunity to set yourself up for success in the future, long-term success in the future. So answering that question, I think repeating that question, there's a push for skilled labor when there's still an overwhelming demand for college graduates. With respect to skilled labor workforce, how do you think the college opportunity further benefits most students? Again, if you can get into college, especially if you can get it paid for or get somebody even a loan to go to college, I still think it's a great opportunity, and it has plenty benefits for a lot and majority of people. You can, hey, you can go to college and then get a trade. And guess what? You would probably be managing people with that trade, or you would be in a better position and better prepared to start a business leveraging the trade. And that could go either way. You could get a trade first. And if you want to continue to build and continue to expand, you have the opportunity to go to college, network more, learn more people, and expand your business. So a lot of it is about preparing yourself for the future, long term, getting yourself the skills and being in position to succeed. So that's all I got to say about that one. Till next time.